Hi, welcome to Project Truth Beam. I am Scott Will, here to do a quick video on the Asch Experiments. What are the Asch Experiments and what are the results of, and what does it tell us? We'll get into that in this video. Thank you for joining us. Before we get into that, just go ahead and hit the subscription button. We're going to have a lot more content coming out, and you're definitely going to want to be a part of that. So, the Asch Experiments. So, in the 1950s, there was a man named Solomon Asch, and he conducted a series of experiments in the 1950s regarding peer pressure. And what he did was he devised a classroom setting with a teacher and a bunch of actors. And they brought in a subject that was unaware. The teacher would draw lines on the chalkboard, vertical lines of different lengths or different heights essentially. And then they would ask the people which one is taller, and all the actors were in on it, so they overwhelmingly voted for the incorrect answer. And what they were trying to see is, what does the subject do when everyone else is voting for something incorrect? And they got some really astonishing results. So what are the results? So 75% of the time, the subject voted for at least one incorrect answer. This is astonishing because no matter what their senses are telling them, even though they can see with their own eyes that that is not the case, they would vote to fit in. Very shocking. Some other results. So 25% of the subjects refused to give the wrong answer, which is good. I mean, at least there were people that were not voting incorrectly. Just because the masses were telling the same thing. But then you also see that 5% of the subjects conformed with the majority every single time, no matter what. And that's also unfortunate. So at the heart of this experiment is fear. Fear of peer pressure, fear of standing out, fear of standing up. Peer pressure is a very powerful thing. If you uncheck peer pressure for too long and the lie is gigantic, you end up with another Nazi Germany situation. And so it's very important that you stand up for truth and you stand out against the big giant lie or micro lies or whatever. A good quote to reference is George Orwell. He once said that in the time of universal deceit, to tell the truth is a revolutionary act. And that's so true, because if people all want to believe a lie, it's going to be like a revolution, or it's going to be chaos to see someone standing up and telling the truth. But it's necessary. People need to tell the truth. Society needs the truth. Otherwise, it cannot survive. It will collapse. It will not make it. Some other experiments you need to check out is the Milgram experiment, where they had an authority figure telling someone to do electroshock and people submitting to authority figures. Another one is the Stanford experiment, the prison experiment, and that's also a cool one to check out. So to summarize, do not just follow along with the masses. Stand up for truth. Be that lone voice of truth no matter what, even if you're afraid. I hope this has been informative and inspiring. Thank you for joining me. Project Truth Beam, shine light on truth. Thank you.